Got around, people, because we've got a lot of things to talk about. But simply, we have to talk about Manchester United. The year 2025 has been a year of ups and downs, highs and lows, lows more than highs. But the question is, how is it possible that this great club has come to this level of low? You can say that it's been an accumulation of situations, incidents, um, you know, multiple scenarios, um, the spending of money the wrong way, the hiring of managers that don't fit the club, the formations, the players, getting the wrong players, getting the wrong systems, selling the wrong players, buying the wrong players, getting players that don't fit the system, getting players that are not um, really good enough to play for Manchester United. But the question still remains, how is it possible that this club has gone to this level of low? After the game against Wolves, I can imagine how much it hurt so bad for the fans around the world, let alone those that were at Old Trafford. You pay your hard earned money to go see that kind of stuff. I mean, a lot of fans were pretty much emotional after the game. I was a little bit, and that's exactly why I did not record this video immediately. Because maybe I would have thrown things out there that weren't supposed to be, said something that I didn't really need to say at the moment. So I just took time to observe my thoughts. Based on a club that I have been supporting for almost all my life, I imagine, from the good old days, and see it evolve into this crap that we have accepted as football fans. Because somehow our standards have been lowered to the low, man, to the low. It almost seems like the Manchester United fans have been like hypnotized, or what's the other word that I want to use? Um, when the illusionist comes and make believe, and how is it that the fans have been tricked and swerved to believe that they can accept this from this team, from the manager, from the CEO, from the directors, from the owners? You want to call them Glazers, you want to call them Ineos, you want to call them Gleanios, whatever you want to call them. Do they actually know what they're doing? Do they know that this is Manchester United? Worst case scenario, the team doesn't make Europe this season. But without lamentations, what is the solution? Because, there's a certain level of denial and self sabotage that goes with seeing all the evidence and then still relying on a certain form of false hope that this manager, Ruben Amorim, not slagging him off, has made us believe that there is some hope that the fans need to grasp onto. But with all the evidence seen, with the inconsistency, it's really hard to believe that this system, from a broad point of view, is sustainable for this club moving forward. All right, the toxicity probably trickled down from all the way from the top down to where it's happening on the pitch. But I'm just gonna give you some kind of scenario that is pretty much basic. In any working environment around the world, be it in hospitality, sports, management, whatever, film, cinema, fashion, it's about professionalism, right? In hospitality, obviously, if the owners aren't there, there's a manager. And obviously, perhaps these environments are toxic, but service is guaranteed. And the customers need to be satisfied, right? Perhaps the manager's not doing right, but the workers, the staff, still have to perform anyways, right? Maybe the camera fell down. Maybe the model slipped up. But at the end of the day, the show goes on, doesn't it? So, you can say that the toxicity has trickled down, but all fingers point to the manager on the sidelines when it comes to the basics of this result based sport called football. Those 90 minutes show exactly all the work that's been done behind the scenes, and that's what is the evidence for the world to see. What can you do with those 90 minutes that have been given to you, with the players available to your at your disposal, and with your in-game tactics? Because it's almost looking like this man, with all due respect, is a fantastic coach, tactical genius. But maybe he's not a manager. Maybe he's not a good manager. Maybe he's not brave enough during a 90 minutes game, you know, to show that he can really take Manchester United forward. I'm neither in or out for the manager. I'm just stating the facts because it's really clear to see. No bull, no BS. Come on. Manchester United fans, I'm asking you, you can see it. I mean, it's not about chopping and changing managers, but is this sustainable? My goodness. Thank God the 25. Oh, it's done. Because this year has been for lack of a better word, just I'm just glad it's over. And I'm sure you're glad too. Solutions moving forward. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to talk about the game against Wolves because the only player that walked off that pitch with his head held up high was was the goalkeeper, Sonny Lamens. And maybe Patrick Dorgu. Maybe. Solutions moving forward. The manager has got to change his ways. He's got to change his ways, man, because there is a certain kind of pride which is connected to shame and which is connected to a certain kind of stubbornness, which turns out to be like the fall, the great fall. Because if you say you're good with this system, this is your system, and you ain't gonna change and chop it until the Pope calls, or because the media says, and if you change it, you're gonna seem weak. No, man. Against Newcastle, it turned out real great. You know, changing the system just a little bit for the emergency of the situation. It worked out just fine. And then you revert back to something that makes things a little bit more complicated. It is your system, right? But in the game of 90 minutes, if it ain't working, every single manager in this world can really say, okay, my fault. It's not working out. Let's change something. During the game, during the 90 minutes, change it. I mean, this is not like Pro Evolution or FIFA. Even while you're playing FIFA, it's not as simple as that. I know a lot of people that pause the game and take like 2-3 minutes and just twitch something because you can see clearly with your bloody eyes that it ain't working. It ain't sustainable, man. It is not sustainable. And even if they make business in January, in the transfer window, are the fans really sure that it will be better? Even if you get the most fantastic midfielders and pair them up in that system with the way they play, is this sustainable on long term? Man, ask yourself, because this certain level of denial is way beyond what words can explain. So, yes, maybe it'll work out for Ruben Amorim in the future. Maybe it won't. But it just seems like some slow road to something that's going to end at some point, which the fans don't need to suffer any more than they have done. I mean, it hurt so bad after the Wolves game. But we as fans have seen a lot worse. We've seen a lot worse. We've taken a lot worse. And I don't think it's nice for the fans to suddenly just accept this level of mediocrity